Jake Tapeworm, Jake Tapper over at CNN, the most miserable man in media. Just one look on his face and you can see that he regrets selling his soul to Satan. But he did sign the contract, and so he really has no choice at this point. And he has a new book coming out next week called Original Sin: President Biden's Decline, Its Cover-Up, and his disastrous choice to run again, where he and his co-author are blaming, well, not the mainstream media for trying to convince the American public that the emperor had clothes when clearly he didn't, but they're blaming the Biden campaign, the Biden administration, who are so slick in their cover-up that they duped the entire liberal media industrial complex. And there are so many millions of morons out there that this book is currently at number 4 on the Amazon bestseller list. And when it actually is released next Tuesday, it very well may be number 1. And so for the next 2 weeks, the Clown News Network is going to be hyping it up and breaking new damning details and exclusive inside information from Tapeworm's book about, well, the things we've all known since day one.
Welcome to The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper. We're going to start with our politics lead and the damning new details that we're releasing today about former President Joe Biden's physical and mental deterioration and how his family members and closest aides concealed it from the public. This is all revealed in 2 excerpts that we revealed today from my upcoming book with Axios' Alex Thompson. The book is called Original Sin. It's coming out, being published 1 week from today. The book is based on more than 200 interviews, mostly with Democratic insiders, almost all of which occurred after the 2024 election was over, when suddenly they were more willing to talk.
Imagine being this shameless, being a key component of the cover-up and the disinformation spreading about Joe Biden's obvious declining mental capacity and health, and then coming out with a book and blaming someone else.
The excerpt in The New Yorker today reveals for the very first time what exactly motivated actor and director George Clooney to write his momentous op-ed calling on Biden to drop out of the presidential race, despite personally knowing him for more than 2 decades and Clooney's international fame as a movie star. Biden did not appear to recognize Clooney at that June 2024 fundraiser that Clooney was headlining.
Well, of course, we all saw Joe Biden get lost on stage and have to be led away by Barack Obama. And then when this video went viral, the liberal media industrial complex, Operation Mockingbird assets, all started lying in concert that this was a cheap fake. It was a deceptively edited video, while they themselves showed a deceptively edited video. These people aren't just liars. These people don't just spin the news and have bias. They are evil.
There's a growing and insidious trend in right-wing media, broadcast, print, and social media. It is to take highly misleading and selectively edited videos of President Biden directly from Republican National Committee social media accounts and then use those videos to spread messages virally to cast doubt on President Biden's fitness for office. Here is this headline from the New York Post, quote, Biden appears to freeze up, has to be led off stage by Obama at Megabucks LA fundraiser.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. The lies were so obvious when the Biden is just fine narrative started collapsing. The White House press corps pressed back on cringe Jean-Pierre, and here she is doubling down.
The administration strongly criticized the media for clips showing the president appearing to be confused, freezing at times, and you called it cheap fakes, misinformation, disinformation. In one case, even implied that it was the product of artificial intelligence, calling it deep fakes. Do you have any regret over using that language?
Not at all. Not at all. And let me be clear, it was a certain part of the media. I mean, you can speak to this better than I can. A certain part of the media which was doing this.
Which was showing the facts, yes. Actually, it was Fox News, OAN, Newsmax, and independent content creators and conservative podcasters. Thank you for noticing.
And look, independent mainstream fact checkers in the press and misinformation experts have been calling out cheap
Are
fakes.
the liars. Is why I have a job. Is why people tune into this channel, because I'm not one of them.
And at the end of the day, they're fakes. That's what they were. Targeting the president. They had said the reporters and these misinformation experts said that this president was being targeted.
We were targeting him by showing the full unedited clips of him mumbling through his speeches and getting lost. I'm not going to play this whole compilation, but this goes on for over 5 minutes.
Anyway.
And this is not a cheap fake. This is not a manipulated video which has the speed slowed down. This is who old Joe is.
And I don't want to, well, maybe choose my words. I was just thinking, anyway. I just, look, I mean.
Come on, man. I really don't know how these people sleep at night. It's one thing to have your own bias and minimize the problems on your own side and deflect when people start bringing up those issues and promote your party or your issues talking points. But this is beyond outrageous.
He's sharp, he's focused, he's bright.
I don't have any concerns, and that's from personal interactions.
This version of Biden is the best Biden ever. Not a close second.
Alert, sound.
I mean, the Republicans are like good at distractions.
I think you have absolutely no standing to diagnose somebody's cognitive decline.
I mean, what's next? Are they going to claim they're exclusive inside sources in the Biden administration? We're concerned about him always falling? Oh, wait, what's this?
New this morning, President Biden's closest advisors privately discussed the possibility that he may need to use a wheelchair if he won re-election because his physical health had deteriorated so much. That scoop out this morning from Axios. It's one of the many details in the soon-to-be-released new book titled Original Sin.
Blah, blah. Yeah, we get it. The same media that aired endless segments concerned about President Trump's health because he was cautious when he would walk downstairs, particularly when it was raining outside and there were no railings because President Trump is, let's face it, he's an old man. Didn't want the American people to see this train wreck of a senior citizen.
But Tapper and Thompson are also giving an answer to all the liberals, all the Trump opponents who are saying, why are you focusing on Biden? Why are you reporting on what went wrong with Biden? Why are you looking back in time when Trump is doing so much in the present day to remake America? Well, the answer is right here in these first excerpts.
The answer is that CNN is putting out this fake narrative, hoping to hold on to whatever remaining viewers they have, who are obviously so dumb that they continue to watch the network and haven't seen that it has been lying to them 24/7 for years. As messed up as our country still is, and probably will continue to be, President Trump is obviously transforming the culture, and so are we. Some incredible things have happened in the culture war. People are making the N-word great again. Even black people are talking about their black fatigue. In case you missed it, you definitely got to check out yesterday's video. And comedians are actually making jokes again.
I'm progressive, but I have conservative cheat days. You know, sometimes I gotta treat myself to a word I know isn't publicly okay. But it's like a delicacy, you know what I mean? There are times I'm like, that shit's gay. Dude, Linda's a retard.
It's a guy named Brett Raybould. I don't know anything about him. I don't know what his politics are. Just saw this clip going around, and that is funny. And if you want to see some more funny clips, completely uncensored, that one definitely caused problems if I included them here in my YouTube reports, then join my locals page by clicking the link in the description below. It's a subscription blog service. It's $5 a month. Your subscription helps support my work since I don't shill garbage products and services like just about every other YouTuber doing ad reads. So appreciate that. Click the link in the description below. Head on over there and check it out.